Imagine a sunny afternoon with the family gathered around, the smell of BBQ filling the air. Now picture this. After the BBQ feast, your grandpa would always bring out something special. Desserts that made everyone's eyes light up. These were the sweet treats that capped off a perfect day. Desserts so simple yet delicious that they've stood the test of time. Let's take a trip down memory lane and discover 10 classic BBQ desserts that your grandpa used to make. Back in the day, dessert didn't always mean cakes or pies. Sometimes it was as simple as fresh fruit kissed by the grill. Peaches were a favorite, their natural sweetness intensified by the flames. Your grandpa would slice them in half, brush them with a bit of honey, and throw them on the grill. The heat would caramelize the honey, creating a smoky, sweet glaze that made these peaches irresistible. A dollop of whipped cream or a scoop of vanilla ice cream would take this dessert to the next level. This was the kind of dessert that brought out the kid in everyone. Grandpa would slice open a banana, leaving it in its peel, and stuff it with chocolate chips, marshmallows, and sometimes even peanut butter. Then he'd wrap the banana in foil and toss it onto the coals of the BBQ. After a few minutes, you'd unwrap a gooey, melted mess of chocolatey goodness that you could eat right out of the peel. It was simple, fun, and absolutely delicious. Nothing said summer like fresh berries picked from the garden or bought from the local farmer's market. Grandpa would mix those berries, strawberries, blueberries, or blackberries, with a bit of sugar and lemon juice, then top them with a biscuit-like dough. He'd pop the cobbler onto the grill, where the berries would bubble up under the golden, crispy topping. It was the perfect end to a BQ meal, served warm with a scoop of ice cream. No BBQ was complete without a round of s'mores. Your grandpa would have the whole family gather around the fire, marshmallows skewered on sticks. Once the marshmallows were golden brown and melting, they'd be sandwiched between graham crackers with a piece of chocolate. The heat from the marshmallow would melt the chocolate just enough, creating a sticky, sweet treat that was as much about the experience as the flavor. Pineapple was another fruit that found its way onto the grill. Grandpa would slice the pineapple into thick rings and sprinkle them with a bit of brown sugar and cinnamon. As they grilled, the sugar would melt and caramelize, giving the pineapple a deep, rich flavor. These rings were often served on their own, or sometimes with a scoop of vanilla ice cream. Apples were a staple in Grandpa's kitchen, and he knew how to turn them into something special. He'd slice up a bunch of apples, mix them with sugar and spices, and top them with a crunchy oat mixture. This would all go into a cast iron skillet and then onto the grill. The apples would get soft and juicy, while the topping turned golden brown. It was a simple, comforting dessert that brought everyone back for seconds. Sometimes, dessert was as easy as slicing up a store-bought pound cake and giving it a quick grill. Grandpa would toast the slices just enough to get a nice, crispy exterior, then drizzle them with chocolate sauce or top them with fresh berries. It was a no-fuss dessert that still felt special, perfect for those warm summer nights. If you've never had a grilled donut, you're in for a treat. Grandpa would take plain donuts and grill them until they were warm and slightly crispy. Then he'd toss them in a cinnamon sugar mixture. The result was a dessert that was crispy on the outside, soft on the inside, and bursting with sweet, spicy flavor. They were especially good paired with a cup of coffee or a glass of cold milk. For a healthier take on dessert, Grandpa would core some apples and stuff them with a mixture of oats, brown sugar, and spices. These would be wrapped in foil and baked on the BBQ until the apples were tender and the filling was gooey and sweet. It was a simple dessert that felt like a warm hug, especially on cooler evenings. Strawberry shortcake was a summer classic, and Grandpa had his own twist. He'd grill the shortcake biscuits to give them a bit of crunch, then top them with fresh strawberries and whipped cream. The grill added a smoky flavor to the biscuits that paired perfectly with the sweet, juicy strawberries and light, airy cream. These desserts might not be as common as they once were, but they hold a special place in the hearts of those who grew up with them. They're more than just food. They're memories, traditions passed down from generation to generation. So next time you fire up the BBQ, why not try one of these classic desserts? Your grandpa would be proud.